10:11 a.m., April 20th, 2024, my beautiful hometown. So I just heard an IDF military personnel saying, oh, we made a mistake. We didn't know that Hamas was going to attack Israel. That's a fucking lie. Way back when, we have all kinds of satellites in space, 3 the size of any space stations. NASA is militarized. They can see what's going on down below. They can see when people are amassing at the borders. They know. And they knew 9/11 was going to happen. Don't think for a minute that was not known. Because air traffic controllers, I've heard them say that they were told to stand down. They knew the planes were heading that way. Why didn't they sound the horns and protect all those people? The same reason Israel didn't sound the horns to protect their own people, because they wanted to go to war with Palestine. Just as Hamas is demonic, we have the military-industrial complex that's demonic. A force that's so powerful that they're dictating what's happening in the world today. And we, of course, as sheep to the slaughter, are all going along with the program, which is tragic. So look at what this IDF person said. We made a mistake. We didn't know Hamas was going to attack. Bullshit. 9/11. Oh, air traffic controllers didn't realize the planes were going to hit the building like an hour before it happened, right? And planes, the trajectory is heading that way. You know they're up to no good. And you can't get the jets up there to stop them. And you can't warn the people. I was laying in my bed watching those planes come in for 20 minutes. And you're telling me people didn't have time to escape? Yes, they did. So there's a silent coup going on in our country right now. And it's unacceptable. Of course, people need to wake up. You have Lawrence Livermore National Laboratory experimenting with brain on a chip right now with biochemical warfare on neurons, human neurons. Does everybody get how dangerous that is? Biochemical warfare on human neurons, Lawrence Livermore National Laboratory. Am I talking to a bunch of morons that don't get how dangerous this is in the world? And here, well, I'm not my viewers, of course, but I shouldn't say that. People aren't morons, but it's just so hard to believe the reality of the truth, even when it's right before your face in this country. So here, Lawrence Livermore National Laboratory creating these deadly biochemical weapons to hurt people's neurons. Now imagine, how are they going to get to people's neurons? Do you think maybe it's going to be like chemtrails? Maybe invisible chemtrails? Maybe we're going to breathe it up our nose and it's going to go to our brain? Maybe through vaccines? We already have multiple doctors finding nanobots from vaccines. And now in unvaccinated people, we're seeing the buildup of nanobots, the rubbery plaques building up in the blood. People are actually having strokes and heart attacks, and they don't realize it's created by man in this country. We're in a silent coup, a one-world fascist dictatorship. Both Republicans and Democrats are on the wrong track. It's not the communists we have to worry about as much as the fascist military-industrial complex and the wealthy elite that are really dictating everything going on in this world. They're dictating the trajectory of our planet right now because we allowed the stinking filthy rich to get so fucking rich that they're able to manipulate politics, put all the war weapons up into space, like the Jackal that can track and attack earthbound assets. How come people aren't sounding the alarms? You have jackals that can track and attack us and Congress people and the president. You have directed energy weapons that can go through 20 buildings, through cement, through brick walls, through aluminum, through everything you could throw at it. They're highly developed, different frequencies, and they are using them against innocent people in this country and around the world. And so do you not think there's something wrong when the DOJ dismisses targeted justice without looking at the evidence, without looking at the absolute irrefutable microwave burns and Havana syndrome, non-kinetic brain injuries? Do you really think they had a right to dismiss it? Remember, this country's made for we the people, not we the court system and we the military-industrial complex. Our country is supposed to represent we the people. So why weren't the people heard in court? And then you have criminal Mayorkas that we wanted to do impeachment on him and a trial, and some of the senators refused to do it. Why? Why can't both sides be heard in the court system? Why is the court system dictating who's going to be heard and who's not going to be heard? So, of course they present, there are a percentage of people coming in that deserve to be here and should come in legally, but you have so many illegal nationalists coming through our borders, and they're fighting age men. They found groups of them in the Midwest, in white vans, and stockpile of weapons. You have China buying up all this land near our military bases. I mean, who's deciding this? Not we the people. It's the filthy, elite rich making these decisions for the world and creating a one world fascist takeover. Right now, I, AP Hill, no political parties, have the equipment and have the absolute evidence of directed energy weapon attacks. And the frequencies we're being hit with, absolutely irrefutable. And now he had a specialist come over to his house and capture these poisonous frequencies. And of course, the majority of idiot people that laugh and joke and think it's funny don't get that they're going to be attacked too. Because people are getting cancers at a young age. These frequencies penetrate the body and cause cancers. And people don't even realize it's happening to them half the time. But we recorded the unnatural, dangerous frequencies coming through. We have the evidence. But the court system is hiding it. So, and then you have India that had how many lawyers? 600, sending a letter to the Supreme Court of India saying that they believe the judicial system's corrupt. 600 lawyers? Give me a break. So here I am, a person with good standing in where I work, and I work with the veterans. And I'm telling people this is going on in the world. This criminal activity that people are blind to is happening here and around the world. And I talk to people here, and I talk to people in England. I talk to people in other countries where it's happening also. So, I mean, people need to start to wake up, or we're going to lose the democracy as we know it now. And it is happening.